I decided to create a hardcore world in Minecraft, where I try to do as much as possible before I inevitably die. In episode 1, I was able to start a village transformation. Today, I'm going to start working on some of the interiors of the houses I already made, and also start trying to make some automated farms. So the first thing I want to do in this episode is make an iron farm. And the only way to make an iron farm is to actually get iron, ironically. So I'm going to need to go mining for some iron. We were able to get a ton of iron from a nearby mountain range, but we still need to smelt this iron before we can start making the iron farm itself. So I think that it's time to build a super smelter. But before we create that super smelter, I want to create the interior of the house that will be sitting directly on top of the super smelter. And with the power of editing, here's our new interior. A lovely little kitchen right on top of our future super smelter. Well, these ores aren't going to smelt themselves, so let's get this super smelter up and running. Jeez, I need 48 hoppers for this thing. Do you remember all that iron that I gathered earlier in the video? I have no idea how, but somehow I managed to burn through like 5 stacks of iron ore. Oh, that's so annoying. But once I have this iron farm, I'll never have to worry about hoppers again. Whew. Deep breaths, deep breaths. On the bright side, I think I have enough materials to start making the super smelter. So on that note, it's time to get to work. Now let's take a look at this super smelter we made. So I made a passageway towards the back of the kitchen area, which makes it so that every time I want to use this super smelter, I'll have to go through this amazing kitchen I made. I'm sorry, I just can't get over this kitchen. Oh my god. So as we come down into the basement area, you can see the super smelter that we made. I used a design made by Shulkercraft, so credits to him. Anyways, we have 2 large chests at the start of the super smelter. One chest is for fuel, and the other one is for the items that we want to smelt down. I haven't actually checked this out yet, so let's see if it works. Okay, it's looking like it's working. Oh, except for one furnace actually. Somehow there's a lantern in this furnace. I have no idea how that happened, but now I think it's gonna work. I'm not gonna use coal as a fuel source, it's just too much of a hassle, so I figured now would be the best time to make an infinite fuel source. And I decided to go with bamboo. Well, I think it's time to start planning out that iron farm. And when I say planning it out, I mean crafting all the materials I need for this thing. So I'm pretty sure we have all that we need for our iron farm now. I'm definitely going to need to repair my pickaxe though, because I want to make this farm underground. Alright, I'm ready to go. So let's get a time lapse going. I think if I kill this golem, the farm should start working. I really hope this isn't the way I end up dying. Alright, now let's just see if it works. Yeah, so about 2 hours of AFK later, and yeah, I don't think we have to worry about hoppers ever again, guys. I want to build a blacksmith over the iron farm we just made. I didn't think I'd be able to make a building this episode, so I'm pretty excited. Because I'm sick of walking down like 50 blocks in order to go get the iron. So I'd rather shoot it up into this blacksmith we're gonna make with one of those like water elevator thingies. You know what I'm talking about, right? I want to build the blacksmith first. I just need a breather from all the farms I've been making, and I'm excited with the build I came up with. Hopefully you guys like it too. And there we go, the blacksmith's complete. Oh god, cover your eyes, never mind. So now that we've done a good amount of work, I think it's time to go through our goals for the episode. So the goals of this episode that I wanted to complete were to make some interiors, make an iron farm, make a food farm, make a house around the iron farm, and make a super smelter. I guess I also need to find some magma blocks for this furnace I made, but we can do that later. I think the priority is to make a food farm, because if we go inside my storage room, you can see all I have left for food is what's in this chest. Yeah, it's not looking too hot. So I think now would be the best time to listen to my advice from episode 1. Let's roll the clip. Meet food sources. Something that is essential in order to survive for a long period of time in your hardcore world. But the thing is, the food farm I want to make involves going into the Nether. And the Nether is a scary place. So before I go into the Nether to set up this hoglin farm, I need to make sure I have a couple things first. I want to bring golden apples just in case, more gold ingots to trade with the piglins, and I need to make sure that I get fire resistance potions from the piglins before I try any farms out. We're playing this safe, guys, okay? I'm not gonna die in episode 2. Alright, here goes nothing. Okay, what do we have here? Well, no Crimson Forest or Fortress. So I'm gonna need to go out and look for one of the two. Oh no. Why do they have to give these mobs the creepiest noises? Like seriously, who at Mojang decided to make a ghast sound like that? Well, looks like we ran into a dead end. I'll just get a ton of basalt while I'm here though. Let's go! Okay, we finally found another fortress. Now I just want to find some piglins to trade with. Well, there we go. Well, that was pretty pointless. These piglins basically gave me nothing. I guess I got a couple ender pearls though, so that'll be nice for later down the line. Okay, so now that we've scouted out the Nether a little bit, I want to get started with the Nether hub. What, did this guy follow me back? Here we go again. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we have to mine up to the top of the Nether. And now I think this is the right block, so let's place some ladders here. And now I just have to line up the pearl. Yes, okay, I think it worked. Now before I do anything else, I'm just gonna go make a portal. And of course it's nighttime. Now what I need to do is find a crimson forest biome so I know where I can build my farm for hoglins to actually spawn. So here we go again. Mojang really made a biome that slows you down and decided to spawn a bunch of skeletons in there. Like, this is so annoying. Okay, that is a lot of mobs. Okay, why did I choose to do this? Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, I need to eat my golden apple. Oh god, oh god. Alright, let me just get these guys back, and then we continue looking for that crimson forest. Okay, this time I'm gonna hit this ghast. I want a ghast here. These guys are so annoying. Yes, okay, we finally found the crimson forest. What is going on with this piglin though? Poor guy. Okay, now I just need to find some warped fungus. Is it cruel of me to want to kill these baby hoglins? Okay, fine, I'll spare them. Okay, we're out of here. So I was able to get the magma blocks, along with everything we need for this food farm. And I need that food right now, so let's get this thing built up. Let's see what we got after 15 minutes. Yep, that'll definitely do the job for us. Oh, I almost forgot. I still have to make my field for the episode. I want to make at least one crop field every episode so we can keep expanding our world. Fwip has been my main inspiration as a Minecraft builder, and my goal is to emulate his style of videos with my own personal building style. So if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell. So, I didn't end up just making that crop field, as you guys can see. I got a little bit carried away, and I ended up making a house outside of the village, and I made the river's edge look nice. I also started planning out some pathways in between the crop fields, and I just like how the whole thing ended up turning out. As we go inside the house, as to be expected, there is absolutely nothing inside. But what I want to do before the end of this episode is make an interior for the house we're heading towards right now. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. I decided to make this building into more of a library because I needed a place to put some librarian villagers because I need some enchantments on my tools. So if we go up to the second floor, you can see I have 2 librarian villagers so far. One has mending and the other one has efficiency 5. Some pretty good enchants. I enchanted all my tools with mending and I've already basically used all of my levels. So I'm definitely going to need to make an XP farm at some point. But first I want to make that water elevator for the iron farm that I said I was going to make earlier on in the episode. Now we've got a fully functional water elevator that shoots up iron ingots for us. It comes all the way above ground to right behind the blacksmith house that we ended up making earlier on in the episode. The iron ingots are funneled up through the water elevator into this double chest that we have inside of the blacksmith. Now the last thing I want to do for today's episode is make one last interior for this blacksmith. In this episode, we created multiple endgame resource farms, including an iron farm and a food farm. We finished some previous builds by adding detailed interiors, and we expanded our world even further. I have so many ideas for future episodes of this series, and I can't wait to bring them to life in this world. That's going to be all for today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to be notified for episode 3.